Hello and welcome to WayWayves Daily. We've been covering heavy stories all through this week, from ISIS operations to school adoptions and court judgment. And right now, I want to give you something that feels quite different. I'm giving you a story that belongs to every single Arsenal fan on the face of the earth and for millions of Nigerians, which this story has felt like a release, like a weight finally lifted after a very, very long time. Arsenal are Premier League champions, and for the first time in 22 years, it is done. And before we get into the details, I want you to do us a quick favor, like this video, hit that subscribe button right now, and while you're there, tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video when it drops. And also share this post so more Africans and concerned people around the world you can join and stay updated on the up for these situations. Let's get into it. On Tuesday night, May 19, 2026, Arsenal didn't even need to play. They had already done their job the night before, beating Burnley 1-0 at the Emirates on Monday to put themselves 5 points clear at the top of the table with one game left. Let's take a look at the goal.
Saka. There's the header! Goal! And there's the goal! Kai Havertz has scored! Arsenal lead! Fine delivery, fine header, and the noise around the stadium is deafening.
So all eyes turned to Bournemouth's Vitality Stadium, where Manchester United City needed to win to stay alive and to take the race to the final day, and Bournemouth, bless them, they did not cooperate. And the 39th minute, a 19-year-old wonder kid named Junior Kopi curled a beautiful shot past the City goalkeeper to put Bournemouth 1-0 up, and City pushed, with Haaland equalizing deep into stoppage time. And I mean, this is typical Haaland, making it painful until the last second. But one goal was not enough, and the final whistle went with Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 1. And in that moment, Arsenal, who were watching from their training ground at Cornell Road, they became Premier League champion 2025-2026, and this is their 14th English League title, their first since 2004. Let's take a look. And let me put this in context, because the 22-year number doesn't fully capture what this drought actually felt like from the inside. The last Arsenal title was in 2004, 2003, 2004, where the Invincibles seasons, the unbeatable or all legendary seasons, and then since then, Chelsea, Manchester United, Leicester, Liverpool, Manchester City, they've all won it, and Arsenal has watched every single one. And they've come up as consecutive runner-up finishes 3 times in a row under Mikel Arteta in 2013, 2023, when City chased them down, 2024 when City chased them down again, and 2025 when Liverpool piped them. And this season, Arsenal led the league for most of the campaign, and they held their nerves. They did not collapse, and this time it was theirs. And Mikel Arteta, the manager who has rebuilt this club from the ground since 2019, he became the first former Premier League player who wins the title as a manager, and he watched City and Liverpool take it from him 3 times. He kept building, he kept believing, and yesterday, his name is on the trophy. And even Pep Guardiola, the man who has denied Arsenal the title twice in the past 3 years, had to tip his hat, and he said at a press conference that he congratulates Mikel and all of his staffs, the players and fans on winning the Premier League, saying that they deserved it for so much hard work and effort. And when Pep says you deserve it, you truly deserve it. And Arsenal's fan base is one of the most genuinely global one in the world football. And last night, every single corner of the fan base is erupted at the same moment. In London, thousands of fans swarmed the streets around the Emirates Stadium within minutes of the final whistle. And in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kano, in Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Benin, viewing centers packed to capacity, they erupted with grown men crying and strangers embracing street celebrations, spilling into traffic, and videos just flooding every platform simultaneously. There were red scarves, the red flares, people who waited their entire adult lives, standing outside their club grounds with tears on their faces. And in Ghana, in Kenya, in South Africa, across West and East Africa, the same sense. Arsenal's African fabric is enormous and it felt every second of it. In Indonesia, in Malaysia, in India, fans who had stayed up through the night or woken up before dawn to watch, seeing it, they confirmed it in real time. And the United States supporters at the bars in New York, in Houston, in Atlanta, in Chicago, there were just scenes of absolute chaos when Bournemouth held on. And Nigeria has one of the largest and most passionate Arsenal fan base in the entire world, not just in Africa, in the world. With Lagos having neighborhoods where Arsenal flags hung from the windows, viewing centers across Abuja, Kano, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Benin, they were packed last night. And the moment that Bournemouth's equalizer didn't come and City Hope died, those viewing centers erupted. There were street celebrations, grown men in tears, videos of fans dancing in the street, people in their cars honking in the middle of the night. It was just everywhere in Lagos, Abuja, London, Houston, Toronto. Nigerian Arsenal fans in diaspora just sending clips back home, and it was just one of those moments where football stopped being about sports and became about something bigger. About belonging, about a shared identity, about having waited together for something for so long that the release of finally getting it almost felt spiritual. And here is the detail that it hits the hardest. For many Arsenal fans under the age of 28, this is the first time in their conscious life that they've seen Arsenal win the Premier League. The last time it happened, some of them were toddlers, some of them were not even born. And they grew up hearing stories about the Invincibles, about Terry Henry, about 49 unbeaten games. And they spent their entire football lives watching, waiting to feel what their parents and older siblings told them about. And last night, they felt it. And if you think the title alone is the whole story, it isn't. Because Arsenal is also in the UEFA Champions League final on May 30th in Budapest against Paris Saint-Germain, which is the reigning European champions. And the Premier League trophy and a shot at the biggest prize in club football 2 weeks later. Arteta's Arsenal are chasing a historic double, and after winning the title the way they did this week, finally, emphatically, after winning 3 near misses, nobody who has watched this team this season is going to bet against them. And I want us to look at some of the reactions that have created buzzes on social media. Let's start first of all with a video of a boy who was passionately singing the anthem. Let's take a look. And yes, there have been reactions from prominent Nigerians that has come very fast and hard. And let's just go through with the biggest ones. There are a lot of reactions. Let's start off with Davido, who is a proud Ghana, who simply posted, "Back a Ghana." It was short, it was loud, and it was exactly the kind the moment needed and required. He also made it clear that he wanted Arsenal to compete the double in Budapest. Then we have Patoranki, who celebrated alongside his children, posting that God is the greatest with the hashtag Arsenal. And this is just a man that is sharing the moment with his kids because that is what exactly it feels like. Let's take a look.
Arsenal is winning and my girls are watching too.
You make me come alive.
This is what
You love me come alive.
love everyone, love. We love you guys.
We love God. Subscribe if you love God. We do.
And then there is Chike, the singer, who also shared a video of himself rejoicing. And we told the stylist to also get his Ashwebi ready for the championship career. And 22 years later, he was already packing his trip. Let's take a look. And then we have Tony Enumelu with his own reaction. Let's take a look. Then we have Sheikh Kuti, who filmed waving the Arsenal flag. Immediately the announcement, was made. Let's watch it.
We won it at the lane. Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford. No one can say the same. We make Arteta it. We Arsenal to we sing it in the not fine. And in the chocolate
And Odumodu Black, who is the man that literally made a song called Declan Rice, he posted his celebrations and he said he's throwing an Arsenal victory party at Manzola Park on Sunday in Abuja, claiming anyone who is a fan of the Champions League of England, he wants to see them there. It is free. Then we have a reaction from the comedian and influencer I Am Remote. Let's take a look. Then there's Dino Melaye. Let's watch the video.
Wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà wa, wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà wa, wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà àwọn ọmọdé wọ̀nyí kéré sí nọ́mbà wa. Wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà wa, Man City ẹ kéré sí nọ́mbà wa. Albino. Albino number 9. Wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà wa. Wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà wa. Wọ́n kéré sí nọ́mbà wa. Man City kéré sí nọ́mbà wa. Arsenal! Arsenal! I have decided to follow Arsenal. I have decided to follow Arsenal. I have decided to follow Arsenal. No turning back, no turning back. I reject Man U. I reject Chelsea. Oh yes, I reject Liverpool. Oh yes, I reject Man City. I have decided to follow Arsenal. No turning back. No turning back. Ìṣàkóso sọ̀tún.
And then we have this video from Sheilo. Let's watch it.
I just want you to know that I'm an Arsenal fan, okay? Okay? Good morning, neighbors. Good morning, neighbors. I just want you to know that I'm an Arsenal fan. All right? Come on, you gunners. Arsenal for life. Whoa! On Sunday we celebrate. We party like there is no other. I love you, neighbors. I just want you to know that I'm an Arsenal fan. 27 years counting. Since 1999. I love you, neighbors. 22 years counting. 27 years I've been supporting Arsenal. Well, that means we're fine, sorry.
What? And then there was Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, the multiple-time presidential campaign. He posted a full statement attributing Arsenal's victory to resilience, to discipline, to teamwork and courage. This was posted on his X page. Now, one funny moment that, of course, Nigeria has to do is that they dug up a post by Pastor Dolapo where he said Arsenal cannot win Montego. Let's take a look. And Nedu responded to the pastor's post, citing him that, where is that pastor? Let's watch it.
Una say, where that pastor will say we not go win league? Chineke kpọọ gị gaa hapụ ife Chineke kpọọ gị na-ekwu ife ọzọ. Who has won the league now? Who has won the league now? Eh?
And Pastor Dolapo has dropped an apology video to Arsenal fans, and he has announced that there will be a special Thanksgiving service for them on Sunday. Let's take a look.
Arsenal fans, special Thanksgiving service for you in his way household on Sunday. Come with your jersey. We are going to thank God for you people. This is my apology, public apology, special Thanksgiving service across all the way household campuses for you, Arsenal fans. Praise God.
Then we have Pasuma with his own post. Let's take a look.
I'm Gunners. Sunday to do. Oh no, sir.
After 22 years.
100.
And then we have a surprising post by President Ruto that has also shaken the internet. Let's watch it.
I'm a proud Arsenal fan. It is true that the last 2 decades have not been very easy for us. We've had our own share of heartbreaks and near misses. But if you have been watching Gunners lately, then you know the style, the swagger, the spirit. It's all coming alive again. So to our friends in the EPL and across Europe, watch out. Arsenal is back.
And in the United Kingdom, former Arsenal goalkeeper David Seaman posted that Premier League champions, what a moment, the longest 22 and 3 minutes of his life. That last line, that's 3 minutes of stoppage time when Haaland equalized and every Arsenal fan on earth stopped breathing. That's the line of the night. And that's it on the reactions of people for now, because we can go on. There were a lot of reactions, basically. Everyone from different industries of the world, they've just unified for one night around one badge. And I want to say something about why Arsenal winning the Premier League in 2026. It means what it means to Nigerians specifically, because it's not just about football. I mean, it never really is. I want to just think about the kind of news we've been having for weeks in Nigeria, from the school children have been taken from classrooms and still in the bush in Oyo State, and a man jailed for fabricating a child's death on social media. We have the social security debate, the sovereignty questions. It has just been exhausting generally, with just heavy weeks for Nigerian news circle. And then on Tuesday night, at viewing centers across Lagos and Abuja and Port Harcourt, just across Nigeria, something happened that had nothing to do with any of that. And these are people that have been carrying the weight of those stories. They watched Bournemouth hold Manchester City to a draw, and they screamed with excitement. They cried, they danced in the streets, they called their parents and siblings and friends abroad. They forgot, at least for one night, what they had been carrying around. And that's what sports does at its best. It doesn't solve anything per se. It doesn't give or fix the schools in Owerri local government area. It doesn't bring Mikel Arteta back, but it gives people a moment of shared joy that reminds them that they are part of something bigger than their individual pain. And for Nigerian Arsenal fans who have been waiting 22 years for this moment was real, and it was very earned, and it was very beautiful. And here is something very specific about the Arsenal team that resonates with a Nigerian audience, because this is not just a team built on money, oil, or a billionaire owner who bought instant successes. This is a team, Arsenal, that has rebuilt slowly, that through the youth development, through tactical clarity, through sticking with a manager when the pressure was intense. Arteta was called out, he was questioned, almost even fired after difficult stretches, but he stayed, he built, and this week the building is complete. And for a country that is constantly told its best days are ahead of it, that the wait will all be worth it, watching a club finally break through after 22 years of near misses, it lands finally, right? It feels like proof that patience and persistence can actually work, that the wait does not have to be forever. And then there is the Champions League final on May 30th in Budapest with Arsenal versus PSG, and if Arsenal wins, and Opta currently gives them a 52% chance of doing so, it would be the greatest season in this club's history, the greatest season of any English club in the living memory. And Nigerian Arsenal fans would have to watch everything. In fact, London would be red tonight. Yesterday, Lagos was also red. Everybody would be watching. And that's it for today. Thank you for being here with us on WayWayves Daily, where we go beyond headlines to bring down the political, the economic and social forces shaping the world today and how they directly impact African and Africans everywhere. If you are not already part of the family, do us a quick favor, hit that subscribe button right now, and while you're there, tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video when it drops. We post daily, and trust me, you don't want to be the last one hearing about these stories. Also drop in the comments right now where you're watching from, what's happening in your city, in your town, or the corner of the world, big or small, politics, vibes on the streets, social issues, celebrations, anything. Bring it to our notice because we read every single one and sometimes even feature them in our future videos. I am Iyanuoluwa. See you tomorrow.